guys, it's your boy Beaky, a little stuffy today, but let's talk about the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order drama and give you guys my personal recommendations on trying to get a Switch. It's simple. Go to GameStop like right now. That's where I'm going to tell you what to do. But let's get into everybody else's experience who tried to get one last night online and then tell you how I actually was able to pick up 2 pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2. First of all, so a lot of people went to Best Buy, Target, and Walmart to try to get a pre-order last night, and the websites were giving a lot of problem. Best Buy kept on kicking people out once they got into the carts, and it was a whole entire cluster mess of trying to get this. Nintendo hasn't sent out the invitations to everybody yet to go into my Nintendo store because it just hasn't happened yet. And then let's make this video short for the people out there who went to GameStop to their website in the morning at 11 p.m., or should I say AM, and went to try to pre-order that way. Well, the website kept on crashing. I was on it, and unfortunately, I could click the button, but it would just never add it to the cart, even though I was signed in. Kept getting Cloudflare errors. So, how did I actually end up with 2 pre-orders? Well, here's the story. I was leaving work, and I told my friend that, hey, I'm just going to pass my GameStop anyways when I'm on the way from work, and if I see a big line, I'm just going to keep going, and I'm not going to get a Switch 2, and I'll go about my life. And, well, that's not actually what ended up happening here. What actually ended up happening is I only saw 11 people on the line. I was like, wait, what? Okay, I saw on Reddit that there was some stores with like 50 units available between the regular unit and the bundle. So I said, you know what, I'll pull over, walk up to the door, and they must only have like 12 units because there's 11 people on the line. Nope. On the door, they said like, oh, we have 11 of the normal version, and then we have over 20 of the bundle version. I don't remember the number exactly, but it was over 30 units altogether. So I'm there, and there's 11 people. The store hasn't opened yet. This location opens at 12 o'clock, so it just kind of worked out that, unlike most GameStops that will open up early, this one opened up at noon, and I came from work. I was like, hey guys, are you guys just waiting? Like, yeah, we just waited. There's surprised there's nobody here. And everybody else online is like, yeah, I thought there'd be more people coming into a local GameStop to get it. I was like, I guess that's what it is. I was like, all right, I mean, I wasn't planning on this. I don't have nothing to trade in. I checked my GameStop account. I have $2 in rewards. But I'm like, all I have to put down is $50. I don't play my regular Switch anymore. I could trade that in towards it. So I was like, all right, I could put down the $50. Then I talked to my best friend. He graduated from college, and he wants to get a Nintendo Switch 2. He's been really stressed out. So early that day, I helped him apply for a job, and I know he was stressed out after graduating, trying to get into a very difficult field. I was like, you know what? Let me hit him up, tell him about GameStop, and see if he wants to get a console as well. And it's limited 1 per person. So what I did was I called up my mother. Yes, guys, my mother. Because I needed another individual. My friend lives pretty far away from her, and I said, hey, Mom, I'm not close to you, but hey, you want to do my friend, and his, like, kind of, he's a godson, a favor? And I'm like, could you mind taking a bus over here to GameStop and see if you could wait online with me and pre-order this console for him? Just a little nice thing for somebody who's been in my life for a long time. She's like, no problem. So she got on the bus. She waited her 20-something minutes to get here on the bus. She waited on the line for over 30 minutes. And this is an old lady, so I really put it up to her, and I thank her for this. And even when she got onto the line, right when the door opened, there still was not over 30 people online. In fact, even when I got up to pay my system, and then my mother paid, 30 people have never even came into the store. So I got mine, which was the bundle, and then my mother went up and I gave her my payment information, because what I did was for my friend, I paid $100 off for him for a graduation gift, and my girlfriend's going to put something towards it as well. You got to be nice to your friends out there, especially when they're having a hard time. And we left the store, and GameStop still had bundles and regular versions left. So my tip to you right now, even though it's so late in the evening, is seriously just check your local GameStops. It seems like I was checking around, the ones by me, at least, people are just not going to GameStop physically. I don't know why. And that's my recommendation. Hopefully you guys can get a system. If not, check Amazon, because Amazon eventually must have some units, and I don't know if they'll get pre-orders, but Amazon's usually a good place to buy stuff if you can get there on time. I hope you guys liked the video, and I just want to share my own experience with you. Online was a complete disaster for getting the system, but it sort of was pretty easy. I wasn't planning on getting the Switch 2 at launch, but it was just there. $50 down, plus, I have plenty of stuff to trade in, and I technically saved the money up beforehand. That's the thing you guys do. I saved up all $500 beforehand, not knowing the price of the Switch. I was like, okay, if this is cool and a great launch lineup, I'll just get it. But now that like I don't like the launch lineup, but I can trade in stuff and I'll have the system and then I can make YouTube videos. I could justify it because I can make YouTube videos off it. And I like the fact that, well, I know a friend who could use a system like this right now with what's going on in his life, and I can't wait for him to experience it this coming June. Until next time, guys, peace out.